What is up, guys? Casey here, and in this episode we are going to be finalizing user authentication in our social media app. So to get started, let's head back into our application. So just locate your locate your file and open it back up. Okay, and all we need to do in this episode is get, when the user signs in, if they're a new user, they set up their authentication, so they have a profile image and a username. Okay, so let's head over to our user VC. In order to upload our user's image, we need a UI image picker. So UI image picker controller delegate, and we need UI navigation controller delegate. Right there. That's all we need. Okay, let's create IB outlets. User image picker. It's gonna be of type UI button. At IB outlet. Weak bar. Now we need to create the completion button. So complete sign in button, I guess. Awesome. We need to create a variable, and this variable is going to be called image picker. Okay, and it's going to be of type UI image picker controller. Sweet. Now down here in viewed load, let's say image picker equals UI image picker controller. Okay, and then image picker dot delegate equals self, and image picker dot allows editing equals true. We can delete this little comment. You can delete all this boilerplate code. Image picker controller. Okay. If let image equal info UI image picker controller edited image as UI image. Yes. This will be user image picker dot image equals image. This is actually supposed to be a UI image view. So we're gonna have to change the button that we created to a UI image view. But then underneath here, we have to create the variable first. Bar image selected, and this is going to equal false. Now down here, image selected equals true. Yes. And then otherwise we can just say print image wasn't selected. Okay, so that is pretty easy. And then if we have selected an image, let's just do image picker dot dismiss animated true. You can animate, you don't have to. IB action for when they select the image picker. Okay, so this is going to be selected image picker. Sender will be any, and let's just say present image picker. Forgot the function though. Image picker, comma, animated. True, completion, no. Okay, now let's also create an IB action for cancel in case somebody doesn't want to create their account. Okay, that would make sense. Let's call it cancel. Okay, dismiss, animated, true, completion, no. Okay, so I think that's all the IB actions we are going to need. I believe that's all the IB actions we're going to need. Oh wait, we need IB action. We need one more IB action, and this IB action is going to be for when the person clicks to complete the creating their account. So complete account. This will create their account with their images for their user, with their username, their image, and then it will authenticate with their email and their password, and it'll add to our database. So first things first, if they press that, let's just say fire auth.auth, but let's create a user. Okay, let's say with email. Okay, and the email is going to be email. This is variable we got up here. Oh, email field, I guess we called it. Okay, email field coming from the last view controller when the user presses the button to sign in and it segues, it is transferring that value into the email field value on this view controller. Okay, so with email, password is going to be password field, and then we need completion. Hopefully you guys don't have to type in this code and everything's working for you, but it's not for me, sadly. Now, user, comma, error. In, I forgot the dot right there. If error is not equal to nil, so if there is an error, let's just print the error. Okay. Otherwise, if there is no error and it successfully created a user, let's just make safe code and make sure that there is a user. So let the user equal user. We're making sure there's a user, and then we're putting the value from the user in the variable user, which is a new variable. And let's just say self dot user UID equals user dot UID. Okay, so we may have a little bit of a problem here. At the top, we have to import Firebase. Okay, it did build. So basically, we have everything working. It's creating a user, but we need to upload the information for the user, so the user's username and then the user's profile photo. So let's get that step done. Let's create a function called upload image, func upload image, okay? And in this, we are going to upload the image to Firebase, okay? Okay. So we need to create an IB outlet for our username. At IB outlet, weak bar username field. And this is type UI text field. Okay, sweet. So down here, we'll just say if username field.text is equal to nil, print must have username. Otherwise, let's continue. Okay, also, a really cool thing we can do is disable the button. Complete sign-in button dot is enabled equals false. Otherwise, let's say complete sign-in method dot is enabled equals true. Okay, let's create a variable var username of type string. If there is text, that's going to be the username. So let's just say username equals username field dot text. Next, let's say guard let image equals user image picker dot image selected equals true, else print image must be selected. Okay, and then let's just say return. Okay, if let image data equals UI image JPEG representation image, let's just say 0.2. Let image UID equal NSU UID dot UUID string, and then let metadata equals FIR storage metadata. Let's import Firebase database. Well, we can import database, but Firebase storage, because we're storing the image, that should fix our error. Okay, there we go. So metadata dot content type equals image or slash JPEG. So we'd say FIR storage dot reference dot child, and this can be pics. You can name it whatever you want. Okay, and we're gonna put this, so dot put image data comma metadata, and this is going to be metadata, which is a variable we created. Metadata data comma error. So if error is not equal to nil, let's print did not upload. Let's go on, I guess. Okay. Else, let's say print uploaded. Now, let's just put some comment outline so we remember to come back. We have to create another function to actually upload the data. Okay, so let's name this one setup user. Okay, and in order to set up the user, we have to have an image. The image will be a string because it's going to our Firebase and it's going to point to a reference, the URL of the photo. This is a string. You know what? I just realized the child is actually going to be the image UID. Yeah. We forgot to use the variable that we created. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty. So in here, let's say let user data, this is the data we're going to be posting to the server, equal, and inside here, let's say username, tab, and the username is going to be the username, comma, then we need to have the user image, and this is what we are adding in, so just put image. Okay, so that's actually all we need there. And then down below that, let's say complete sign in. Then let's just say let set location. So we need to set a location for this data. So FIR database dot storage or dot reference dot child users, okay, dot child user UID. Okay, so we are creating the user's UID, we're adding that stuff. Okay, now we have to say set location dot set value and then user data. Okay, sweet. So command save. Let's build that to make sure it's working. Should be working. And a couple things we need to do. We need to go back to our main.storyboard and we need to create a cancel button, and also we need to change the button that we added right here for our photo to a UI image instead. Okay, so let's pull on a UI image view. Okay, let's just put that over top. Okay, and we can copy both, command on the side and select both, and then you can just say tap the little box for the constraints and say equal width, equal heights. Okay, what is the error? Okay, I don't know what needed. Alright, well, we'll fix that. Got that fixed. Now we need to add a cancel button. So UI button. Okay, that's gonna go up here at the top. Let's just make it white so people can actually see it. Okay, and then say cancel. Cancel, make sure it's wide enough so that people can read it. You can change the font if you want. I always do because it looks nicer. But if you don't want to, you absolutely do not have to. And then I'm changing it to medium. Yeah, it looks good. Cancel. I'm gonna add some constraints. 0, 0. Pow. Add it up in the top there. Now right click on the view controller, and this should have. Oh, right click on the view controller. Okay. You know, okay, that's what's going on. So we actually need to click on the view controller and go through its options right here. In class, this needs to be user VC, okay? That's why nothing was linking up. But now when we right click on the view controller, user VC, we are able to complete sign in button, okay? That is at the bottom. We don't need that. So complete account, click there at the bottom and drag it to the button. So and then touch up inside. So when they press that button, it calls a function complete account. Selected UI image picker, click that and drag it up to the UI image. Touch up inside. Then the cancel button, click that and drag up to cancel. Touch up inside. And then our username field, that'll be the username. Okay, and user image picker, drag that to the user image picker. Okay, and that is good. It should be working now. Let's run it to make sure. So email, let's type in a new email. The password does have to be 6 characters long at least. So sign in. Okay, add photo. I'm sure you got the same error. Down here it says NS photo library usage description. Okay, we need to go to our info.plist. And at the bottom, just click the little plus button, and let's type in NS photo. Here, I'll just paste mine in. Oh. If you have it right there, just copy and paste it. Okay, and okay, so let's paste that right there. Click enter, and then we need to access your photos to upload images. Right here, well, after we upload the image, we actually need to call, we need to set this as the user's image. Okay, so let's say if let URL equals downloaded URL, okay, and then we can just say self dot set up user, and then the image is going to be URL. We need to say let download URL equal metadata question mark download URL dot absolute string. Yes. And then if let URL, so those are optionals, so if we do have it, right, URL equals download, we are going to self dot set up user up, and then the image is going to be URL, and we are good. Oh, I spelled this wrong, huh? Download URL, build failed. We didn't put this inside a function. We need to put this inside a function. So func upload image. Wowzers. Wowzers. Oh my goodness. That would have been a real problem, huh? Or do we already have upload image? Oh, wowzers. Okay. So I accidentally put this function in the wrong place. So we need to get rid of that function, okay, and place it outside of this function. I didn't know I put it inside a function. Don't put functions inside of functions, okay? So there we go. Now everything should be working. What's it saying? Self.setup user. That was a crazy bad mistake on my side. So down at the bottom, we need to actually, once we authenticate the users, we need to upload the photo. Self.upload photo. Is that upload image? Okay. So also let's change up this button. Let's change it to sign up. And we forgot to connect the sign up button, complete sign in button, because we have it enabled and disabled. Let's go to a pod file, okay, and let's say pod swift key chain wrapper. Okay, and then save that and go to our terminal and say pod install. And then when that is done, we can just go back to our application. Okay. And now let's go back to our code, and when we press the button, we need to dismiss our view controller. So right here, when we complete account, so when you press that button, complete account, let's just say dismiss, true, no, tab. Okay. But now what we have to do is we have to import our Swift keychain wrapper. And when we add the data to the user, where's that? The data right here. Let's actually call a function. So let's, what will we name it? Keychain. Okay. Just call that right there, and let's create the function. Okay, and in this keychain, in this function, we're going to say let keychain result. So in here, let's say keychain wrapper dot standard dot set or user UID for key UID. Okay, that should work. Command build to make sure. So now let's go back to our view controller. We need to add view did load, or well, first let's import Swift keychain wrapper, okay, and let's add override view did load, or view did appear, sorry, view did appear, and let's say keychain wrapper, or let's say if let nothing basically equals keychain wrapper dot standard dot string for key, and the key is going to be UID. And if this is true, let's say go to feed VC, and let's run it. So let's enter in our email. This time I'm going to say jake@me.com. Sign in or sign up. Camera roll. Select picture. Choose. I like that picture. Jake's username is John. Let's exit out of the app. Okay, and let's reopen the app. Okay, so if we reopen the app, it goes straight in because it saved the key ID. So the user can just re-sign in, and then they will be straight back into the app. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you'd like to watch the next part of this series, please click the subscribe button. You'll be notified whenever I release a new video, and if it's already out, it will be right here, so you can just watch the next episode. And I appreciate you guys watching the video. Have a good day.